welcome back to Studio 33 Art by Kay. Just doing the last one in my little series of using the Mont pouring paints mixed with the Jasonja gloss varnish and the Taubman's Interior Doors and Trims neutral gloss as a base, and then I've been doing a little swipe over the top. So today I've got this colour which I wouldn't normally use as a base because mid-green isn't really my thing, but I know that some people love green, so this is one for those of you who do love your bright greens. So I'm just going to lay that down as the base. It's just a completely opaque, no metallics colour, so the metallics that I'll be pouring on top of it should look fabulous. Now this has got a few bubbles in it because I've only just mixed it up, but hopefully they will dissipate when I hit them with the heat tool. So I'll just give that a gentle spin to spread that out. Teeny bit thick. So this one is just a small 4-inch square tile, which is 10 centimetres by 10 centimetres. And I'm actually making a set of coasters out of these. So once I do a coat of beautiful resin on top, they will really, really look lovely. And I am going to do a resining video soon for you. I know a lot of people have been asking me to do that. So I will be doing one soon. Okay, so I'll just burst all those bubbles. Just burst any of the ones that didn't burst, just with the skewer. My son Kieran would love this tile because he really loves bright green. When he was a teenager, I used to let my kids paint their bedrooms the colours that they wanted to, and he decided on bright green, and not just as a feature wall, on all 4 walls. So we've never forgotten that, never let him forget that. Virtually had to wear sunglasses just to go into his bedroom. But that's good, all good. All right, I can see some more bubbles coming up. This is why you need to really mix your paints the day before and let them sit overnight. And it allows all those bubbles to come out. Otherwise, when this dries, I'll probably end up with a few little pits in the base there. However, once I do my resining, usually visually, those sorts of things, imperfections disappear. So fingers crossed. I'm just going to put a little bit of the Mont pouring paint Shiraz through the middle, which will go great with the green. 2 bright colours together. I'm just going to do this a bit different. I'm going to do a cross through this today. So I've been mixing it up a little bit. Previously did one where I've done just a drizzle of the metallics into the negative space. Today I'm just going to do a cross pattern. Now I don't want to put blue in with that, or purple. I'm just going to leave the pink and just do the neutrals, I think. So I'm just going to lay down now the TLP Macaw. I'm just going to drizzle that into this area over here. And then I'll drizzle the Pouring Masters Gold interference on the other side. So you just sort of, when I'm doing these swipes, I just kind of mix up the style that I do and how you swipe. Sometimes I swipe in an S shape, sometimes I just swipe straight through. So it's up to you to just experiment and find out what you like, and you might want to do something different every time. So I'm just going to run the gold through this way. And the copper through the other way. So that was the Mont pouring paint gold. And this is the copper. And I've just mixed these, as I say, with the Bloom recipe, just to make them into a thicker paint. Oops, I've made that very thick over there. Oh well. Now, do I need anything else on there? I think we might just go with that and see how it looks. I'll just burst the bubbles. So now I'm just going to swipe that with the Amsterdam Oxide Black mixed with Australian Floetrol. 1 part paint, 4 parts Floetrol. I'm just spreading it on my little spatula. So what do you think, guys? Should I have added any of the other colours into that? I didn't really want to put blue or purple. No, I'm just going to leave it like that. Now, as far as my swipe goes, I'd like to just swipe through that way and then swipe that way, just for something different. As I say, normally I do an S shape. So I'm just going to do a cross. Here we go. And now I'm going to load up my spatula again, and I'm going to do a swipe through in the other direction. The cells have come up beautifully, and it's going to be interesting here when I hit it with the heat. So just do another spatula full, and I'm going to swipe. And see where I started over here, it's a lot more paint, so I'm going to start where there's more paint and come down to where there's less. Lost contact there a little bit. Well, that's certainly different. We've ended up with a bit of a purpley sort of look, where the Shiraz and the green have mixed together. So now I'm just going to spin that out a bit to enlarge these cells, and we'll see what we get. Okay. Well, it's different. I'm not sure if it's different good or different bad. I'm just going to hit it with the heat embossing tool just to burst some of those bubbles I can see and help bring up more cells. So we'll just do a bit of modification. Not loving it at the moment, but we'll see what we get once I modify a little bit. So every time you do one of these, you know, the way you lay the paint down, the way you spin, all sorts of things will change your final outcome. And sometimes, you know, you could do what you think is exactly the same and you'll get a different result. So there's what I call the paint gods watching over us. Or maybe it's the naughty little pixies. Just try to mess with our brains so we get something completely different to what we thought we were going to get. I'm actually liking that now, that I'm bringing in those wrecking lines or modification lines. Got to tidy this up here a little bit somehow. Just try and bring those around a little bit. Sometimes when I do my little twirly bits, I don't like to just do the end, but I bring it down from a bit further, and it just gives you these lovely little patterns. Okay, well, I don't think I'll do much more with that. Whenever I say that, I always end up just doing one more thing. No, I think that's actually quite stunning now. I really love it. Might just try and get rid of that bit of white over there. I'll just dab that out with a bit of green from the side here. Just fix that up a little bit, and the little bit that's just alongside here as well. I don't like that. So let's got rid of those two. Maybe tidy this guy up a tiny bit. That's a bit better. Okay, I think I'll leave that there and I'll bring you down for a close-up. Okay, so here we are coming down for the close-up of this bright green base. It was actually called mid-green, I think. Yeah, mid-green from Mont pouring paints. And I've got that beautiful Mont pouring paint Shiraz and the gold and the copper. And then I've got the Macaw and the Pouring Masters gold interference. And look how shimmery they look. I think I did enough colour in there. I'm glad I didn't put any other colours. And we've got a bit of a purple effect here where the green and the pink have sort of mixed together there. And all in all, it's just a really pretty little piece. I like how I did my cross with the swipe. Just sort of created something quite different with the way the cells are formed. And the gold, and there's that bit of Macaw there. So yeah, quite a lovely little tile. Very pretty. So I'm very happy with that. So I've really loved my base on all of these, the coloured bases with no metallics, and then with the metallics on top. Not all the paints on top were metallic though, the Shiraz wasn't. Just having that combination, it sort of really highlights each individual paint and gives a really beautiful effect. So hopefully you enjoyed that one today, guys. And we'll see you back here in Studio 33 in the not too distant future. Until then, stay safe. Bye-bye.